out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chicago Bears.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Henry out of the pistol. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Walker from the gun on 3rd down.
And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Option play, and Walker's going to run with it.
And avoids the contact by sliding. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
The Bears hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 21, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! Cowboy 80!
A quick throw outlined to Mooney.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Mooney had a hair under 500 yards last season and only 2 touchdowns. But the year before, 1,000-yard season. 2023, a big year for his future.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 20-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball throw and came away with 5 interceptions.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 31, here's second down and 8.
Set, tempo, set.
Play action now. Walker.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Now Walker. He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play. Touchdown, Bears!
Tyler Scott.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On second down, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
On third down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
Go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, Walker got a man, it's Tunyon. And he will have the Bears first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And they go play action. Here's Walker. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. Walker now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here we go with Williams. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. A first down carry for Henry. Try through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw is Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready, set.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4.
Go.
Off the option, here's Henry. And some room to work. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Derrick Henry on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are able to add on to their first-half lead. Santos to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 43. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now Wilson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44.
Come on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. Kari Blasingame, 56 yards. And the Bears have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
On second down, here's Henry. And from the 25, they work this to 4. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
To throw is Walker. Open man, it's Scott, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Walker. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 169 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And, Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued, but when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
First down, Walker.
Escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Walker now on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's Walker. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Next to score, Bears 35, Broncos 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Walker. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Wilson flushed out right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Walker. That's complete to Mooney. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney, 33 yards.